bring in Rich Eisen from the NFL Network. Man, this story has got legs here, Rich.
Well, Dan, it legs. My goodness, the story first broke the afternoon of the first night of the NFL draft. And that's why everybody was sort of up in arms over how the Browns had a chance at Sammy Watkins, didn't take him. Their draft was wide receiverless, essentially, and everyone was wondering why they would do that when this suspension was coming. And as you know, sometimes the wheels of justice grind slowly. And now here comes the suspension right now, but I'm not surprised by it at all.
But I don't understand what the Browns were doing in the draft. I said it at the time that if I want Sammy Watkins and I think he's a difference maker, I would take him. Is he the best player in the draft or the best, that guy that can help us? Don't even factor in Gordon yet, but if I do factor in Gordon, I have to have an insurance policy. It's not Des Bryant or Nate Burleson.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't know how they had him rated on their draft board. As you know, everybody's draft board is different. But the Browns do have two first-round choices next year.
Yeah.
And they may have thought that was the best way to go. And, people are already looking forward to next year who they could draft at quarterback because of how everything's happened in the preseason right now, which I think is jumping the gun a little bit. I mean, we just don't know. You never know about anything. You'll never know if Manziel has to come in because Hoyer gets shaken up and what happens. You just never know. And the same thing, I think people in St. Louis are hanging their hats on that, and they know firsthand how things can work out when a quarterback goes down late in the preseason, as does their current head coach, who the last time this happened with the Rams lost to the backup by 1 yard in the Super Bowl. So it's a you-never-know business. And you just don't know what's going to happen until everything goes out there. However, with Josh Gordon news breaking in mid-May, I was just surprised that the Browns didn't address it in the draft, and now the second guessing returns in that regard.
Is this more about Josh Gordon or marijuana testing in the NFL?
I don't know. I mean, obviously the Ray Rice suspension trended again yesterday because Rice got 2 games for what he did to his fiancée, now wife, and Josh Gordon in a drug-related suspension gets a full year. But it's just different methods of punishment in the NFL, different apparatus that's set up for the punishment. This was a third strike for Josh Gordon. That's the 1 year. He had a 4-game suspension that was knocked down to 2 last year. So it's a total picture in that regard. And of course, the NFL is going to fix its domestic violence suspension, methods. I think you'll be hearing about that shortly. But I don't know what it's about.
What do you think the punishment will like? Where's the bar set for domestic violence?
I don't know where that's going to be, but it's definitely going to be more than 2 games. I'll tell you that. I mean, that would be the start.
Will they do it before
the league? I think the league knows that. I think the league has heard everybody, and I think the league understands what happened with Ray Rice was insufficient. That said, it's still more than what the actual judge in real life gave Ray Rice.
I know.
I mean, what the commissioner did with Ray Rice is more of a punishment than what the real justice system gave him. But anyway, that said, I don't know what it's about with Josh Gordon. I don't know, except that, the Clue phone is ringing loudest it's ever rung. And after a year's suspension, it's a very steep lulu of a next step in the NFL. And I don't know, Canada, I mean, none of that makes sense. I think you'll just see him sitting at home this coming season.
He's Rich Eisen from the NFL Network, joining us on the Dan Patrick Show. Ready to make your Super Bowl pick?
I don't have another week.
No.
I mean, I already told you who's going to win it. It's Seattle. Seattle's going to win it. And I read Peter King this week, as I always do, in his Monday morning quarterback, and even he admitted it's the best team he's seen all summer, but just for the mere fact that it's tough to repeat, he didn't go there. I don't have a problem with it. I'm gonna pick them to repeat. And the AFC, I'll go with Denver again.
Okay.
I think their defense is much improved, and I think Peyton Manning is ready for another 50-touchdown season. So I'll go with a repeat I'll go with the complete repeat of last year with the same result.
Give me your upset special.
Meaning what?
The team that is going to surprise us, that crashes the party.
Who's that team? Bill Cowher on my podcast this week went Tampa, and I thought that was interesting. And the surprise team he also went was Tennessee in the AFC. But I don't. Tampa's an interesting pick, but it all is about Josh McCown. Can he do it? Can he do it in a similar fashion that he did in his cameos for Chicago last year? But they do have a huge offense with Doug Martin coming back. So Tampa might crash that NFC party. I mean, you could say Atlanta, but Atlanta was it was all because of injury last year, many different ways. I don't know why I'm sitting here thinking. Wow, I'm just going through my head here. Can not Cleveland? No, I'll go with those teams. I'll stick with that.
All right.
What about you? What's your
next Tuesday? Next Tuesday, I'll make my Super Bowl pick.
What does that mean?
That means next Tuesday I will.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because
did you take the week off of thinking about all this because of the Sports Jeopardy?
It's my show.
Oh, it's just to promote it. You're promoting next Tuesday's program right now.
Yeah. I mean, I could give it right now, but I'm going to drag it out a little bit.
But what if I wanted to do that? You sort of strong-arm me.
Oh, no. You could if you wanted to, but you didn't pick it correctly like I did last year in the beginning, in the preseason, saying Seattle would beat Denver. Therefore, people will wait till next Tuesday. That's why.
See, what you just did was next level, Dan. You promoted next week.
Yep.
You reminded everybody how correct you were.
Yep.
And then sort of gave me the back of the hand right there.
Yep.
You gave me the hi hat right there.
Yep. But
you gave me the hi hat.
When you get your new show.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Right after you. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, so Rich is going. Do you want to explain here?
Sure. The Rich Eisen Show.
Now, was there another name?
Named.
Was there another name that you were going to go with?
No, that was all that was all that the workshopping came up with. The Rich Eisen Show.
Okay, and
it's going to be on after you on the Audience
Network, Channel 239, DirecTV.
That's right, on your DirecTV dial.
And you're going to be on the radio?
Streaming live on NFL, the NFL's new app, NFL Now.
Nice.
That's coming up starting October 6th, and none of this happens without you. Seriously. None of it happens without you and your show and the DirecTV people who support your show and produce it so expertly.
And
none of it happens without you.
You're going to have a man cave?
It's being built right now in beautiful El Segundo, California.
El Segundo.
In the shadows of LAX.
Nice.
Is where it's being built right now.
I like that. We're going to do a road show. I'm going to bring the Danettes out.
Okay.
And
when?
You know what? I'm going to let you get,
get my feet wet a little bit.
Yeah, and then I'm going to bring the show out to Los Angeles.
Is that the next time you're doing Sports Jeopardy, or you're just going to do it?
I'm going to come out when I do Sports Jeopardy again.
How did that go, by the way?
It was good, challenging, far more challenging than anything I think I've done in quite some time. Yes. It's one of those jobs that doesn't look hard, difficult, but when I started to do it, I realized just how difficult it was and how good Alex Trebek is at doing Jeopardy.
Did you do anything Trebekian? And by that I ask, when somebody missed, did you pause for just 2 seconds and then give the no, the answer is, what is? Did you do that?
Just a little
bit of scorn upon the incorrect answers?
Well, I was given a little bit more freedom to scold the contestants when they would miss what I thought was an easy question.
Yeah.
So then I would go, "Are you kidding me?" Like
Yeah. I guess sports is different. Like when somebody blows the answer of, papyrus. what is papyrus, right? That's different than who is Bart Starr, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's different.
Yep.
But Trebek does this too, and I'm wondering if you did it too, sort of the way when he gives the correct answer to someone who's wrong, and then he X's it out on his
Yeah, I do
sheet.
that. Yeah, I do that.
Do you do? But he does it in such a way that he X's it in a very scornful manner as well. Did you do that?
No, but he gave me the Crayola that I used to be able to.
Burnt sienna. What color was that, Dan?
Gray. It's a gray Crayola that he gave to me a couple of weeks ago, and so I X out. There's
I
a
thought
clue.
It was a Sharpie.
No, because Sharpie makes noise.
I thought it does make a little bit of a noise.
No,
it's really a crayon?
Yeah, it's a Crayola.
That's behind the scenes right there.
That's next level. That's next level. I'm going to have you on.
Yes.
Maybe reading a category live next time
please.
I do it. How about that? So when somebody goes to,
I'm in.
Rich Eisen category, and then you're there on the side of the stage, and then you read it live.
Do I get to choose which one of the 6?
Yeah, we could come up with something. And like Michigan football.
There you go.
All right.
By the way, Appalachian State coming to the big house in 2 days. I've already got the shakes, Dan. I already have the shakes.
Yep. Hey, congrats.
What did Brian Kelly say? Did he talk about keeping Michigan on the schedule sometime in the next decade?
He said he'd like to. Yeah, he'd like to. He said, he said, of course, wanted to play Michigan. Everybody beats him.
Brady Hoke said it best. The chickens run. The chickens run.
So you just called Notre Dame a chicken.
Well, my coach did first. He said the chickens run.
Okay, Brady Hoke's not going to be around the next time Notre Dame plays.
What? Say that.
What?
Don't say that, Dan.
What did I just say?
That's not true.
What did I just say?
You just said that Brady Hoke's not going to be around for the next time.
Did you guys just hear what Rich said? He said Brady Hoke will not be around the next time. That's the clip we're going to take. Good.
Oh, is that the way the editing equipment works in the DirecTV studio world?
Yes. Get used to it.
I'm learning the hard way. That was a rookie mistake right there.
All right. Congrats on your show.
Thank you, Dan.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. That's Rich Eisen. He's going to have a show that follows this one in October. Good stuff.